What is going on, lads? Welcome back to another episode of the Ladsfootyshow. I'm your host, Hera, here with my co-host.
It's your boy, Kiqs.
Boys, la final está confirmada. América Toluca. Kiqs, how are you feeling?
The nerves are hitting a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be a good final.
Can't lie. This is probably the scariest I felt. Out of all four, this is definitely the one I'm most worried about.
Tensions are rising, boys. In this video, we'll be, previewing, predicting, Combine 11, all the good stuff. So before we get into that video, make sure you guys drop a sub. Make sure you guys like and comment down below who will be the champion of this set matches, actually, because it's two legs in Liga MX. You know how it is in the Liguilla. Hey, so far, Liguilla has delivered.
It always does.
It always does. It always does. And this is why I say, boys, this is the best time of the year because there's always the drama. There's always the golazo. There's always the player performances. There's always referee scandals, controversy, VAR involved. And America obviously making the final.
Liga MX brings you all of the above. But there's one thing that stays the same every time.
And what is it?
America doesn't lose in Liguilla, baby.
And Cruz Azul not being able to be America.
And Cruz Azul do what they do best. Be our little fucking children.
Cruz Azul.
Nuestros eternos hijos. And I will never, ever stop saying it.
If you guys have missed out on Kiqs rants, shag sesh, make sure you guys go watch our last our video dropped in that recap. With that being said, boys, America Toluca or Toluca America, first place and second place team in the Liga. Arguably the two best teams by a margin. And I think it showed so far.
Definitely.
The team that scored the most goals, 42 goals, Toluca, and the team that's kept the most clean sheets and conceded the less goals, America.
Best defensive versus best offensive.
Best offensive versus best offensive. First and second. Heritage. Beautiful. None of that. 13th place team, 12th place team, 18th place team in the final like we've seen a couple years before.
The top team showing out in the league and the Liguilla. Yeah. And balanced as all things should be.
And both teams having key players, star players who are delivering and performing
regularly.
And the best part about it is that both teams have players in the selección who are cooking as a whole. Real quick, does this final have the best potential to be the best final in years?
Well, like I keep saying, this is the toughest I've ever felt. And America's on the verge of a Tetracampeonato. So, I mean, if I could look back and list, all of those opponents, in reality, this is definitely probably the best matchup we could have possibly had. We got a Monterrey team that I wasn't afraid of at all. We had a Tigres team that I was not afraid of at all. We had a Cruz Azul team that gave us a bit of a scare, but let's be real. The most scared I was Cruz Azul was in that semifinal we played before we had to play Monterrey.
You mentioned Tigres, Monterrey, and Cruz Azul, and those are three teams that America has last beat to a trophy in the Liga MX.
Those are our four finalists.
Toluca's next of those you mentioned.
And this is definitely the most dangerous one, probably the most efficient. This is probably the best looking side America has faced in the last four finals. And the last three. Well, four, including this one. So, I mean, the final versus Monterrey was kind of close in the score, 3-2. But I saw more of America in last year's. At the same thing, it was 2-1 Cruz Azul America. But
yeah, it's true.
But that game, but both legs were all America.
Yeah, that's true. I think, boys, this final is going to feed families. I think if there's something I expect from these two games,
it's going to be goals. It's going to be goals galore.
Goals galore. Both teams are going to be on the sheet. Both games. I really doubt this is going to be like, let's see what you got kind of first leg. I think the first leg on Thursday is going to be banging. Especially at the Ciudad de los Deportes, right?
Yeah.
There's always goals there.
At the Ex Azul.
At the Ex Azul. I think there's always goals there. Who arrives better to this final? America con la remontada or Tigres just completely wiping out the league? And Tigres. Monterrey as well.
I mean, come on. Is that even a question, way?
It is.
Nah, I don't think so.
It is. I think it is.
I don't think so. I think by a margin, America is definitely the better team going into the final.
I think it's Toluca.
I'm not going to look at stats against teams that shouldn't even have made the semifinals when America damn well completed another remontada, once again proving why they belong here in the first place. We were written off the entire Liguilla. We were written off before the Liguilla, that enough was enough. That it wasn't our year. That the golden era was over.
America's playing like shit, way.
Playing like shit, huh?
They were playing like shit until they finally finished the back.
No, we weren't playing like shit, but
just playing Mimi's ball.
It was Mimi's ball.
And it was Mimi's ball towards the end of the season. Monterrey 0-0, Cruz Azul elimination. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I think Toluca arrives to this final better. They haven't had a single complication, moments of doubt so far up until now. The only moment they've had, which is in the league, which is against America, 3-0. But I think they're going to learn from the mistake.
I know they're
And it's not gonna
I
happen.
know they're looking at that score sheet. I know they're looking at the result last semifinal, last quarterfinals. I know they're looking at the fact that this is America's fourth consecutive final, knowing that each and every single one of these players has been for and is more than ready to die for the fucking badge and do it again. Toluca do not have that experience. So that's why I think America is most definitely the better team going into this final, because America has been here before and they will once again prove why they belong here.
Well, they're favorites. They're favorite.
Always.
And they're 100%
Always
right to be favorite.
Yes.
But I think Toluca have arrived in much better form. I think they've just, it's been a breeze for them. And they've been scoring goals. And they've been keeping it pretty secure at the back, having a backup their backup goalkeeper in the back and net as well. So I'm gonna back Toluca. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. But I'm backing Toluca so far.
Credit where credit's due. Yeah. I will agree that Toluca has definitely come into this Liguilla and going into this final in better form. Obviously, they've played the most dominant football they have in quite some time, and this has been since the start of the season. Yeah. So we can't negate that. I'm not going to take anything away from what Turqo has produced and what Alexis Vega has been able to do the entire season. But I just can't negate the fact that I know damn well they're looking at how comfortable they were. And all of that comfortable, all of those nerves that they didn't have they're gonna show up everywhere. Are everywhere now because they know who they're up against and how comfortable they are in these situations.
The first 10 to 15 minutes is gonna tell a lot. It's gonna tell me a lot about Toluca.
Whether they're really in for it or not, whether they really can prove that and that's every game week. The first 15, 20 minutes can always potentially be the decider. Potentially.
Toluca needs to be on the front foot. If I see a Toluca who is, maintaining the ball, not letting America, keep them in their own final third, it's going to be a long day for Toluca. But Toluca needs to just keep maintaining the ball. And that's where the midfield comes crucial. Marcel Ruiz, the other guy next to him. I think if Toluca can just solidify the ball, keep possession, America is better on the ball than any other team in the league. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. When you can get America lacking is when they're off the ball. Bit of factos. The last team to be America in a final was Monterrey, led by no other than Turqo Mohammed,
Jesus, man.
Who is now currently the manager at Toluca. So he knows what it's like to be America in a final. If there's one man to be America in the final, it's El Turqo. With his history, with his background, him being America manager and having a little bit of beef with America since his departure.
When you really look at his resume in the Liga MX, is it really ironic that Pumas is the only team that he didn't do shit in?
It's Puma. It's Puma's way. What can you expect?
Give vergüenza, bro, to have this. I was talking about it along with my dad when we mentioned the founding father, the fucking. I forgot the whatever. I forgot the word he said. my American citizenship is gonna get revoked. All
right, then you're cooked.
But Turqo is a top 3 Liga MX manager, regardless of the system, regardless of where he is. Mount Rushmore. He's in that Mount Rushmore. That's what revoke it is. Revoke my nationality. Jesus Christ.
There you go, Mount Rushmore for sure, for sure. There's a question that I want to bring up as well. I mean, Turqo, he had one error in his career as a manager, and it was managing Pumas. Going to Pumas. No le fue bien. But apart from that, champion at Cholos, champion with America, champion with Rayados, beat America, like we just mentioned. Now he has the chance to win 4 trophies with 4 different teams.
Como super líder.
Y como super líder as well. Now, shout out to Fútbol Asada. This is a question that they posted on their IG. What is better, in your opinion? Tetracampeon, which is 4 in a row, America, or winning 4 trophies with 4 different teams, Turqo Mohammed?
So this is going to sound like a shock because I'm a Jardineta meat writer, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for this man. I give him my children if I had to, but you can't ignore going to different teams and remaining champion in each different team that you have gone to. I don't even count Pumas as a team; they don't even exist in the Liga MX. If we're being that ass,
Pumas Shag will always be something on this channel, boys. Sorry, Pumas fans.
Like if you really look at his resume, man, like that's nothing. There's nothing short of greatness there, bro. And I think to possibly do it with 4 different teams is something that will never get overlooked. That's ridiculous. Granted, what I would prefer is a 4-peat from Jardine. Yeah. But I think if I really look at my preference of what I would rather have between those 2 situations, I think it's much more respectable when you're doing it in different tactics, different teams, different stadiums, different ambitions.
Different
at the
ambiente,
club.
everything.
Yeah, everything is so different for each and every one of those clubs that he's gone and won a trophy in.
the Liga MX.
Oh my God, man.
Where you have to adapt to different systems, different boards, different players. They, giving the youngsters a shot. That's a rule. That's a rule.
Different environment change.
Whole different, and the youngsters is a big one.
Yeah.
Because Turqo plays young guys, and that's also a requirement for clubs now. So I'll agree with you. I think it's for one. Chivas has been a Tetracampeon before. Yes, in the 70s, whatever, when we were actually good. But it's the modern era. It's the modern era. It's been done before. It's in the history. Say what you want. Say what you want. Say what you want. Chivas has been a Tetracampeon before. Has done that.
Yeah, a lot of the 40-year-olds in the comments were saying the same shit about Cruz Azul's Tricampeon or some shit when it happened. Like when like offsides wasn't a thing and like you could still play like
offsides wasn't a thing.
I'm just playing.
I was gonna say what? Nah. So I mean, it's been done before, but no one has ever won 4 in a row with 4 different teams. Sorry, no one has ever won 4 champions with 4 different teams.
4 different teams
as a manager. No one.
3? Has someone
3?
Done it with
I think
3?
Vucetich has 3. Vucetich might have 3.
I can believe that.
Vucetich might have 3 actually.
I need to fact check that.
See, I might have to fact check that, but I will say Turco's situation is tougher for sure, especially with America. America always has a demon team.
That's what I'm saying.
There's 2 tournaments a year.
He's done it with different sides, and like the difference in each and every one of those sides is crazy. Monterrey's team, Monterrey's team was stacked, but he did it with the mediocre Cholos team.
Cholos team that was his first season.
Yeah, that was the team of nothing.
Yeah,
and then he did it with an America team that was already on the brinks of failure after failure after failure, and he finally came and brought fucking championship and glory back to America. And then that
was like the first taste of glory after a long sequía.
After a while, yeah, I know. After the Samudio shit versus Monterrey when we got shagged hella nasty. I think Turco was a manager that game too.
I think so.
Damn, that actually does spin back a lot. Wow. But nah, you just can't negate it with 4 titles, 4 different teams. That's ridiculous. Way.
If Toluca beats America, Toluca will be only 1 trophy away from Chivas is 12. Way. Toluca has lost their last 2 finals. 2018 and then like 2013 or so. It's now. The moment is now for Toluca. It's now or never. Tercera la vencida, como dicen. After you lose 2, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. And you're having it with the right manager. You're having it with the best season that you've ever performance. Your striker's actually scoring goals in the Liguilla. I'm back in Toluca. I think Toluca get it done in over 2 matches. I'm never going to back America with a win away like that.
I think that's why these Liga MX videos are my favorite because it's copy and paste. All he does is just change the team that he's rooting for. And it's every team that America handles. Yeah. He said it was Papachuca's time, that America's time was done. He said Cruz Azul's time was come and that America's era was over. And now he's saying that it's Toluca's time because 3rd time's a charm. Come on, man.
It's the reality of being...
¿Cuándo vas a aprender, mijo?
Listen.
When will you finally understand that when you doubt America, you always look like a jackass?
It's the reality of being a Chivas fan nowadays. You're a fan of every team that America's up against. And when America's, possibly going to lift the trophy in that same week, you root for the team that they were going up against.
It's fucked up, man. I wanted you guys to be Atlas and go play Liguilla. So we could fucking embarrass you guys again.
And I did. I didn't even want that, to be honest.
I was kind of hoping
America's gonna possibly lift the trophy, and Chivas is still a whole month and still doesn't have a manager. The season has ended a month ago.
Yeah, you're right.
And we still don't have a manager. Liga MX goes and picks up really fast.
Yeah, normally
in a month's time will be preseason.
After a month, it's kind of crucial. A long time without a manager already.
Still haven't had a manager. So with that being said, let's get into a cheeky little combined 11. Kiqs, ready?
It's gonna be fun.
Go along with us in the comments below. Let us know if you guys agree to who we decide. Combined 11, America Toluca. In nets, Malagon or Luis Garcia?
Now, Malagon has not been in his best form, but I'm still taking our number 1 cellar goalkeeper.
It's Malagon. Luis Garcia is a backup for Toluca. So, Malagon is in nets.
Respect to what he's been able to do in the league. Yeah, he has handled very well. Yeah. But it's Malagon.
Yeah. Next, Christian Borja or Jesus Gallardo?
I don't think I'll ever take Gallardo in any aspect, way, shape, or form, regardless of who he's against.
I'm taking Gallardo.
I'm taking Borja.
Gallardo's actually underratedly under the radar. He's had a really good season this year.
A good season. Yeah.
4 goals, 4 assists, and throughout the whole season up until the Liguilla. Christian Borja was still sharing minutes with Chico throughout the whole season. Up until this match against Cruz Azul, I really saw man of the match performance, but I'm not going to let the recency bias get the best of me. I think Gallardo has been much better throughout the whole 17 games in Liguilla than Christian Borja.
Borja just sent us to another final, and Gallardo was quiet and had nothing to do with anything against versus Tigres. So I'm going to take Christian Borja.
Lads, if you know ball, it's Jesus Gallardo.
That sounds insane.
It's Jesus Gallardo. It's Jesus Gallardo. Let us know if you guys agree in the comments below. It's Jesus Gallardo.
Borja. I think Borja's more...
Tiebreakers in the comments, lads.
I think Borja's more versatile to go up and down the pitch. I don't think Gallardo produces equally up and down the pitch.
The thing is, Gallardo does it over 17 games. Borja did over the last 2 games. Get that shit out of here. Israel Reyes or Luan Garcia, the Brazilian, I think.
Borja has a title.
Isra? Luan Garcia.
No, Isra.
Isra's been really good.
Isra's been fucking class.
I've been on Isra for a minute now.
It kind of looked like Isra. Look.
Yeah, that's why Isra it is. Sebastián Cáceres or Federico Pereira? I'm going to go Pereira. Easily. This guy's a selección. Oh, they're both Uruguayos. They're both Uruguayos.
They're both clear Baraujo.
That's not crazy. I'm going to go Pereira. I think Toluca are solid because they have Pereira on the back.
I think Cáceres, since that fracasote mistake he made against Chivas,
yeah,
he's been nothing short of great. And he's been very, very, very crucial these past 3 campeonatos. So I'm going to go Cáceres for what he's been able to do in this bounce back he's had.
We have to agree to one way.
Oh, we're agreeing?
We're agreeing way.
Oh, I won't negate it though.
Give Pereira his flowers.
Yeah, no, because I do rate Federico. Yeah. He's
Pereira's flowers.
Really class center back way. So I'll go Federico Pereira.
I think this one's pretty easy. Kevin Alvarez or Barbosa?
It's gotta be Kevin.
I think Kevin can change the game in any moments of the game.
Which is annoying because he's rather inconsistent.
But I like how Kevin steps into the final third a lot.
Yeah, he's very advanced.
Active.
Yeah, he's very advancing fullback. Yeah. I can definitely back that up.
CDM, and I'm only expecting one answer here.
Oh man, if this
Jonathan Dos Santos or Marshall Ruiz?
If this was 2 years ago, I would have had some controversial shit to say. But we're at a different timeline. My boy Jonah is old as shit. I think he should focus on that OnlyFans because I'm subscribed. And I gotta go Marcel Ruiz. Baller, man. Fucking insane. Finally made us. We needed a 60-man list for him to fucking get his name mentioned.
Crazy.
And we still might not see him in the full list.
We better. We're pulling out Tabasco. Chiquito Sanchez or Franco Romero? I don't know much about Romero.
I think Chiquito Sanchez has had a very great season compared to what he did last season. He's been much more crucial to the side, and he won his starting 11 spot throughout the entire season.
He did. He beat Valdez.
He skipped the preseason. He skipped the preseason vacation and started the season with the rest of the B squad, and he has held down since the beginning.
I'm going to go Chiquito Sanchez.
I'm going to give him his flowers this season. He's been really well.
Next center mid position, Álvaro Fidalgo or Jesus Canelo Angulo?
Next question. Fidalgo against anyone. Fidalgo is the best player in the league. Right?
Fidalgo or Marcel Ruiz?
Fidalgo is the best player in the league, bro.
It's not crazy.
Álvaro Fidalgo is the best player in the league.
He's not either.
Who's the best
Alexis
player?
Vega. And that's who my next position is.
Okay.
Alexis Vega.
Okay.
Hey, it is.
Okay, yeah. No,
it is.
I'll back it. I'm not. He's not far off though.
Yeah.
Fidalgo's not far off, but I'll agree with that.
Fidalgo in that next center mid position.
Yeah.
Left wing, Victor Dávila. Alexis Vega.
Fuck.
The best player in the league, Alexis Vega. Easy.
Davila's kind of good, looks.
Davila's alright. I don't hate Davila. I liked him at León. So.
Me desespera, bro. I can't lie. His decision making is really poor. It's really low IQ.
I'm also
it has to be fucking Vega. It's always gonna be Alexis Vega.
Henry Martin or el bicampeonato. Sorry, what is it? Líder de goleo. What's it called? Campeón de goleo. Yeah, campeón de goleo.
Campeón de goleo.
Henry Martin or Paulinho? Paulinho. He showed up this time.
Are we doing just like this season? Then just like, is that what we're just, or are we just choosing my preference?
This is a current combined 11.
I'm taking Henry, bro.
Nah.
I know you won't let that.
Paulinho,
I know you won't let that. And Paulinho is the top goal scorer. So
2 tournaments in a row.
He got lucky that Necaxa couldn't go farther and that their striker got injured. But yeah, I guess I'll go Paulinho.
Paulinho.
Yeah.
Last position. Sendejas or Juan Dominguez?
Next question. This Sendejas.
Sendejas.
It's
I'm
Sendejas
expecting
all the way.
Sendejas to turn out this
I'm
final.
expecting a fucking masterclass, bro. We need a big game. I need him cooking Gallardo the entire game, bro.
Manager, Jardine or Turqo Mohammed?
Oh man, this is Turco. Like I mentioned a lot, I have a lot of respect for
Yeah, I
Turco
do too.
Mohammed and what he's been able to do in the Liga MX, bro. He's nothing short of a legend.
There's no wrong answer.
Yeah, there really isn't,
There
bro.
isn't.
There's not. But
Two good managers.
I'm gonna back Jardino on this one.
I'll do Turco, but I'll agree with you, Jardine.
Gotta go Jardine. And fourth final in a row. Historical moment for the Liga MX because for people that actually watched it, not motherfuckers that were around during World War I or whatever. That's cool. I guess Tetracampeonatos have happened before.
Yeah, they have. Let us know if you guys agree in the comments below. Next, lads, we have our score predictions for both legs and obviously the championship, the champion. And then let's get into it. Let's get into it before we get into the I one.
We are in another video. We're making another video, another Liga MX final video for the fourth time. And we're still talking about America potentially winning another title, adding another fucking trophy to our fucking cabinet, increasing the difference between America and Chivas once again, potentially.
Some say it's not even a debate no more. And it's not.
And it's the reality. It's a hard reality.
It is a hard reality.
It's a really hard reality. I would much rather play Chivas and Liguilla way than any of these teams that we face. It's much more that there's nothing else that screams football heritage like a fucking Clásico Nacional in Liguilla. There's nothing else better. I don't think I enjoy games more than when I'm fucking watching Chivas and America play in the moment in the biggest moments of their season, bro. It's a different feeling. It's surreal. It's heritage. That's something. It's a classic feeling, bro.
I can't see Chivas in a final for God knows how long. I really don't see a vision to make a Liguilla and win outright in a quarterfinal and a semifinal and then reach the final. I just don't see it.
It's not crazy to say, güey. Ni tienen director todavía.
Nah, we don't even have a manager.
You guys still don't. There's no style of play. There's nothing inducted into the team. You guys are in the same boat as Manchester United.
Yeah.
Club owners in the shit. Tactics are shit. The players are shit. There's just nothing going right for the club.
And on the other hand, America, everything's going well for them. And they're properly driven. That's the thing. And that's where it all starts. Toluca, America, first leg and second leg predictions. Kiqs, what is your first and second leg prediction?
I'm normally used to going home for America returning home. So I have to put that in perspective.
Yeah, you do.
Because not a lot of people return to the Nemesio 10 for the second leg and get a result. That's some tough shit to do. But if there's one team that can do it, it's going to be America, way. Regardless of the second leg, I'm going to go 2-1 America in the first leg. Nah. I'm going to go 3-2, way. I'm expecting a crazy first game, way.
That's goals.
And
way.
I can see Toluca opening the score, way.
The thing is, I don't see America conceding 3 goals.
No, I said 3-2 America. You don't see Toluca?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
No. I
Pues
actually do see.
Tres, güey, en la,
yeah, sorry.
Liga.
Yeah, my bad. I thought you for some reason had Toluca scoring 3 times. I mean, it's shit.
That I had Toluca winning any of these games, dumbass?
No, I don't know. I just heard it wrong. Long day, innit?
3-2 America. La vuelta queda 2-1 America. 5-3 aggregate.
America lifts the champion for the fourth time.
Consecutive time. Claiming the term biggest team in Mexico.
Tetracampeon.
Again. Inevitable.
My prediction for the first leg is 2-2.
That's a good score.
Toluca scored twice. America scored twice. They head to the Nemesio 10 second leg. Toluca went 2-1. And Toluca se corona campeón.
That's a good score too.
Por la 11ª vez. Toluca, it's now or never for them. I'm telling you, Alexis Vega deserves to be a champion. What he's done this season, what Toluca have done this season with the players and the performance that they've played throughout the whole year, they deserve to lift the trophy.
Si el América no lo hace, if we really lose, I'll be upset. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm a supporter. This is a team. This is the love of my America's the love of my life. You know? It'll hurt like hell, but it won't. It won't change anything. You know.
No, it won't.
America's gonna fucking go back and probably push for another title next season. You know, with whoever the fuck we kick out, whoever we sign. America's just at a really good moment where there's not a fall off coming anytime soon.
There isn't.
But Toluca, on the other hand, I feel like I don't think Turqo will stay there for long, and I don't think Turqo will even stay if they win. If they don't win, I don't see Alexis Vega staying. I see him joining America. People saying Europe, you know, is a possibility.
Yeah.
I think as of now, I think America is probably still the highest he can go. But like we mentioned in the last video, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. That was a banger. That Alexis Vega also has the Copa Oro to look forward to. That will be the only way he pushes for Europe.
That'll be the only way.
Yeah.
That'll be the only way. But I mean, it's sad that I actually do see him playing for America. Like, actually.
He never even said no about it when he was playing for Chivas.
That's true. He didn't. So there you go. He said he never closed the doors to any
That's
club.
what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of players play for Chivas and immediately
And vice versa.
and vice versa, que le mandan a la chingada a las Chivas or la América.
Yeah.
But Vega didn't do that. He said, hey, man, I don't say no to whoever. I don't say no to anyone.
Yeah.
My doors are open. What a whore. Freaky.
For real.
Freaking out going.
Fucking bop. So with that being said, boys, I have Toluca winning. Kiqs, as always, has his team America winning.
What was your aggregate way?
My aggregate was
4-3 now?
4-3. Yeah.
4-3.
Yeah, 4-3. So like I said, I have Toluca campeón. Kiqs, as always, has America campeón.
Vamos por el Tetra.
Now, let's see what ChatGPT has to say. We asked ChatGPT who will be the champion of the Liga MX, and here's what they told us. First leg, the Ciudad Deportes, Thursday, America 2-1. Could see it. I could see it. That's a good score.
Yeah.
Second leg, they also told us Toluca 2-1 at the Nemesio 10. That brings the aggregate of 3-3. Which what? Guess what? I also see
Extra time.
extra time. I think from here on out, boys, it's a flip the coin. But ChatGPT has America winning in extra time or penalties. And with that being said, America will be
That's not the
champion for the fourth time in a row.
That's not an off take at all, really.
It's not.
It's very close, and
It's very
that's
close.
a good perspective to have because if extra time was to be forced, I think the depth that America has on the bench will more than likely overpower.
That'll make the difference.
Yeah.
So I'm back in ChatGPT. Actually, I like what they said because they even said it here. Giving Club America's experience and recent dominance, they might have a slight edge in such scenarios. Hence the depth that they have.
Yeah, all those players have been there in this situation already.
And also, come penalties. Say they do go to penalties. They have the better goalkeeper. They probably have the better shooters coming off the bench. Experienced players, Diego Valdez, Jonathan Dos Santos.
yeah.
You know? So ChatGPT unfortunately has America lifting their 16th Liga MX trophy. Kiqs.
ChatGPT knows ball. Look.
ChatGPT knows ball. Oh, sad, boys. So, chat boys, give us your predictions in the comments below. I'm really hoping this is a banging 2 games. I really don't want to see no 1-1, 0-1-0 bullshit.
I want a good matchup.
I want exciting ball, exciting footy.
We got a good matchup, I should say, and
What are you doing?
we should have goals.
What are you doing for the final? First leg and second leg.
Well,
Pop's
it's
gonna be
Thursday. Yeah, my pops is here in town. That fool legit way. He was supposed to leave yesterday, después del partido, but we're through the final and he called his boss.
You work?
Thursday, no, when I'm
you're off. You're chilling. Then.
Live or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live for sure.
I'm down.
And Sunday?
Sunday, pues now I'll probably win my pop somewhere for sure.
You're off too?
Yeah.
Oh, no mames, se salieron bien los días.
Yeah, low key.
Fuck, way. Yeah, so boys, we'll be live. We'll be live throughout the game, throughout halftime, both matches. So make sure you guys follow us on our socials.
As long as it's not dead. If it's dead,
no, I think even if it's
probably
dead,
have to.
If it's dead, I'm gonna most likely have something to say. So if you guys want to hear that, make sure you guys follow our socials. Ladsfootyshow on TikTok, Instagram, and make sure you guys are sub because shit, maybe we might even go live on YouTube. Boys, but with that being said, it's time to end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a sub, like, and comment. Who will be el campeón de esta clausura de la Liga MX?
Vamos por la tetra. Vamos.
Vamos por la teta? What?
For cream.
All right.
Vamos por los dos. All right. Catch you on the next one.
Peace, lads.